Let's get ready to rumble! He holding a rock, told it a block, oh, you burned to my town. They said the game will mold ya. From a rookie to a veteran, with me I'm not settling. Perfection gets me crowned in the ground, stuff to crumble. You can have it until you lose it. Established and proven, unions a movement. AIDS on the beat, got swords on the thoughts. Wind beneath my wings, raise hell with these books. Collision course when I spore, and now I'm going off. And if your boys run your mouth, I'm like Vic and all your dog. Cold pilot on this ride, where we're going tomorrow.
We are here. Spitting with Spitter back at its normal time Wednesday night. Thank you for everybody that tuned in this morning. I'm ecstatic, man. It's like I've known my guy for some years.
Yeah.
The manifest mentor, Brian Hyppolite. Am I saying your last name correctly? Because I always called you Jersey.
Right, you know, I that's exactly how everybody always knew me as. The last name is the correct way to pronounce it is Hyppolite. But my whole life I've been saying it wrong too, so no pressure. Because here in the American way of saying it is Hyppolite. But the way that we would say it in Haiti is Hyppolite. So however you get down, but anyone who's known me long enough to call me Jersey can still call me Jersey for sure.
Word.
Yeah. How you been, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm staying out the way, man. I'm highly blessed.
Yeah.
God has afforded me a wonderful opportunity in my life of just being present.
Yeah.
You know, working on my primary.
Great to see you.
Man, likewise, bro. Likewise, man. I like when I first. It's funny because I want to tell a story. My man had put me up on this app. I took the app off my phone. Long story short, the first number that popped up was Jersey and was you. And a day prior, I was going through YouTube and SoundCloud looking for your music because my external hard drive had got I ruined it, so I lost all my music that was on it.
Okay.
And I was like, damn, how can I get a hold of them? I need them old joints back in my phone.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, look how God worked. It popped right in my life, and here we are.
Someone told you to jump on Telegram, and I was right there when you got there, huh?
Yeah. it was, and I immediately deleted the app. I don't need that in my life. I got enough stuff distracting me.
Right. But you got what you came here for.
yeah. I was like, man, look at this. Praise God. And I was just happy at that moment, bro.
Yeah.
How are you? How things been?
Things have been phenomenal, bro. Like, I've changed a lot. You know,
yeah.
I think back in the day, I was definitely drunk off my power. I was definitely unaware that I was even using my power incorrectly, using my influence, incorrectly, and definitely glorifying the things that were tearing me and my people down. So, so it's definitely been a complete transformation, in my life to it. And now I'm using my power, my influence, my skills, my talents to bring betterment to all the lives around me, and to teach elevation and to show people, direct us back to the God within us. That's really what my mission is to save our people, and you're gonna save them by teaching them how to not be slaves to themselves, slaves to the life that they got used to living or was trained by. Just if you don't master self, you're gonna be mastered by self. And so once I learned that for myself, I just start turning around and showing people how I got away from all the things that I got away from, and then breaking generational curses and creating generational wealth. So that's what I'm about. I've created a lot of literature on it at this point. I'm on my 5th book. I have several classes and courses, and an entire community that I'm pretty sure is tuned in right now and watching. Big shout out to the mighty Manifest University that I get to empower lives with on a daily basis, man. So it's the vibe.
It's amazing to hear that, but I want to take it back and ask you the defining moment, because there's not too many artists that I even want to jump on a track with. It's hard
Yeah.
for me to find artists that I want to make records with. What was the defining moment that caused the shift, the change in your mentality and how you lived and your thought process?
Oh man, someone died. Someone died, bro. And I seen and when I say someone, like it was someone that was not related to me or close to me, but got in an altercation with someone because they were choosing a side
Right.
in a problem that I had with somebody else. And it was like two people who was not the two people that's in the situation. And these other two people going at it over this situation. And someone died.
Mm,
And growing up as a growing up without a father, man, a weight that I had something to do with this situation that created this gentleman had a daughter already at, at that point in time. I didn't even have children at this point in time, but this gentleman already had a daughter. And just that it was a situation that led to now this woman, this young girl growing up without her father, and it was because of some shit I had going on. Like,
mm.
man, bro, that set me back and made me say, what are we doing with our influence? What are we doing? Like, no, but like, nah, this ain't it. We can't break a generational curse and participate in it at the same time. And so for me, that was something had to shift. It didn't happen instantly, but something had to shift, and what was there began to decompose and come apart. And I began to go deeper within me. So that shell that everyone else had known started to fall apart. I started to go in and say, why are you like this? And what makes you do the things that you do? What makes you gravitate to these certain energies and operate on these certain vibrations and frequencies? And what is it? And just start dealing with myself, bro. And so that led me to a whole nother place, man.
And that is what a beautiful transition, right? Because I've experienced the same thing. As you remember, like we're going way back now.
Yeah.
And I was in a real dark place, and you had dropped the Moment for Life freestyle, right?
Wow.
And there was one line in that partially changed my life, and you said, "A part of me gotta die so this part of me can
Part of
live."
me can live. Yeah. Yeah.
And it, in retrospect, looking back at it, like you said, I had to shed all the old. I no longer actively use drugs. I'm not a thug. I'm not in the streets. I'm not ripping and running. What is my primary purpose? What am I put here to do? We have a ton of, you got a whole team behind you. I love this, man. Divine by Life Design, Sierra Clark,
Manifest University in here.
S. Gray, Stephanie, my brother James, So Much P. I love this. I
Yeah.
absolutely love this.
Yeah. My people
So
gonna
let's
pull up and
break
see now.
down. Can you break down for me what is Manifest University?
It's absolutely it's the best place on earth, man. It's the place that it's a learning academy. It's a divinity school. We get together 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, and elevate. We go with the highest consciousness in the room. So there's a lot of amazing minds, great energies, um, and next level high thinking, energies that come in the room. And we were talking about some this morning. The subject matter was not stepping over dollars to pick up pennies, and I'm just talking to how what that looks like in different areas of our lives, and how that's not what we need to be doing. And someone else came in the room to compound that knowledge, and then and took that to the next level. We on there for most of the time 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours sometimes, and just elevating consciousness. And then in the evenings Tuesday nights we have a parenting class Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Wednesday nights we have our master classes, which we had a gentleman this evening named Older Creator, who's a member of Manifest University. He was actually the art director of Manifest University. that was pretty much giving like classes on branding your business and stuff like that. So I remember. So we're heavy on personal development, goal execution, self mastery, and making us better versions of ourselves and breaking the generational curses in the process of that. But then we also focus on creating generational wealth, economic stimulation, and different things that are just going to make us more powerful and more dangerous. And so we got members from all over the country. We got 91 active members right now, and we're gonna have our 4th retreat in June, and this will be the 4th time people came in from all over the country, meeting for the first time, many of them, and feeling like family because they interact virtually 5-7 times, a week. So it's a family, bro. It's a family. It's almost 2 years old, and it's amazing how it's growing, how it's evolving. We're now starting to create stuff together, like divinity bonds, where you just get together and do some amazing things together. That's not only affecting us, but affecting everything that's within reach. So it's a powerful family, man. And we mob heavy. Whenever somebody got something going on, we pulling up.
I absolutely love that. Your support is miraculous, bro. I love seeing this, bro. I love the effect that it has. I want to take it back for a minute.
Okay.
What were your generational curses that you wanted to dissect and remove from yourself?
I think definitely wanted to start with not being a slave to my body and the desires of my body, and then anything. The way I looked at it is whatever demons I don't defeat are gonna be there waiting on my children when I go. So it's imperative to me to every struggle that I had. I didn't grow up with a father, but his demons knew where to find me. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
they're like everything that he gave up on, and this man's still living, but everything that he gave up on and said, I'm not gonna conquer, that shit came to look for me.
Right.
And I'm the one gonna let that happen with my little one. So everything, but starting with that I wasn't going to be a slave to the desires of my body. And another one was that I wasn't going to manipulate my way through life.
Mm.
And I got so good at doing those both together.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hey.
So
Manipulation was a go-to defect of mine for a very long time. What ways can I use to find ways and means to get more?
Right. Right.
And you really have to do some soul searching. You really have to like start peeling these layers off this onion to get to the exact nature of where these problems stem from.
Yeah.
How many children you have, Jers?
Two. Yeah, just 2 girls, 6 and 4.
So what is it like raising women?
It's everything that I needed. It's everything that I needed, bro. Because it changed what you will allow.
Yeah.
It definitely changed what you allow, what you're gonna tolerate, and just the foresight that goes into preparing a way for them. A little bit different, I think, probably a little bit more lax than it would be if it was a little bro. If it was,
Most definitely.
like,
Excuse me. 1 second.
Absolutely.
My daughter is turning 20 on May 2nd.
Wow.
And it's eye-opening to say the least.
Yeah.
To say the least.
I'm
grateful, and my son just turned 18. I'm grateful to be a part of their process of them finding themselves and their own independence. And I just pray every day that I'm not I don't ever want to. I used to say this all the time, and I say it again now. It's not about raising good kids. Any child can be good.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to raise successful adults. You know, somebody that doesn't wear everything that I wore weight wise on their soul.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the plan, man. I think if we aim with our adult our what am I trying to say? Not our adult, our parenting class is called Parenting with Purpose. And
Right.
and as long as that's the aim, you know, is to give them everything that they're going to need to allow them to thrive in this world without you, um,
For
and
sure.
everything that they would need to point them back to their divinity. Because things going to happen. They may get separated from everything that you've taught them.
Right.
But if you could teach them how to get back to their divinity and the God within them, they'll never be lost. They're just somewhere that we might not want them to be,
Right.
or that they may not even prefer to be.
Right.
So you know that's what I'm about. They're both homeschool, and you know it's nothing greater than having what they allow me to be. And you know, when the first one came, for those first 2 years between the time that she was born and when the second one got there, everything was rainbows and unicorns and pink shit and princess stuff. And I was
Right.
with it. Like all the gangster stuff went away, and it was just all that. And then when
Right.
Leilani came, Leilani's like the female me, and it was
Mm.
like Tupac all over her. Like you put on the bitches of a rider. That's what makes her start bouncing at a few months old. Like the moment I smelt that kid, it was like all the gangster stuff that left with the first one came rushing back in, and now it's it's just the mastery
Right.
of knowing how to have. I got something I posted this morning, like, you know, with being dangerous. Um, Being peaceful is not about not being dangerous. Is that you control all that,
Right.
and you know, but it's still within you. So it's like all of that. I'll tell the world up came right back into me with her, and now it's like I have my purpose. I have my heart in the right place, but I'll still burn this bitch down. Y'all play with my shit, and, and
That's it, yo. That's 100% how I am. I try to be real even. You know, I try not to let my temper get the best of me.
yeah.
I'll set this whole thing on fire. I promise you. I promise you.
Listen, listen, and especially about, you know, about these kids and about the mission.
Yeah.
Like, no, don't do that.
So before we dive into your books, are you still making music?
Yeah, man, I just put out uh the Gods Don't Sit on Man-Made Thrones EP. That's streaming everywhere on all platforms, and I released it with an NFT. Um, which was my second NFT collection that I've thrown out. I've actually released a Guys Don't Sit on Man-Made Thrones NFT collection twice. Um, and and the music's dope. It's gotten better, man. It's I'm elated when I get to the music because most of the roles that I play now um keep me away from it. But now we're starting my podcast and just kind of restructuring things while I'm getting back in my creative zones. Um
Right.
I got, man, I got so much quality music that's just gonna enhance everybody who, you know, who's listening to it.
And
Um
as soon as we're done here this evening, I'm gonna dive in.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
dive in.
check out the new stuff. I've been releasing some, and if it hasn't been a music project, I've been releasing affirmation audio sets and different stuff like that on all the different
Okay.
platforms. And those is going crazy, bro. I was looking at analytics today, and like out of the top 10 cities that been rocking with me on Spotify, out of the top 10, LA and New York were the only ones from the United States. Everything else was everything. The other eight was everywhere else. And out of the other 8, 5 of them were different cities in Australia.
See that?
So it's like Australia's hitting it hard. I know Holland was hitting it hard. Like New York was like 8 out of the 10. Like there's so much love coming from overseas right now on these affirmations and the new music, man. It's blowing my mind.
We have these discussions, and I always say it's real easy to be the great white in the kiddie pool where you from.
Yeah.
You know, it was real easy for me to say I can out rap anybody in my area.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's different when you get that love from all over the world.
And people in your area, in your local area, may not, for whatever reason, know you exist.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's completely okay.
I promise you, it's fine.
Yeah,
You will be okay. Or
but the
if you
way our
had
ego
people,
was set up, it used to not be
oh
like that.
man,
You used to
talk
like
about it.
everyone needed to know. I
Yeah,
need you to know. I need your mama to know. Your kid don't know. I need your lady to know. I need your mans to know. Like before, our ego had to have all of that. Now it's like that. None of these people know what I'm doing, and I can just go do what I got to do. Like it's cool.
I would get so beside myself. Like, why aren't you buying my CD? You my mans. You supposed to support me.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
ego
Nah.
running wild.
Yeah. Nah, man. It's what's out there for us is so big, man. It's like once you get on the world stage and you get out of that your bubble stage and you get out of even the social media stage and you put yourself on the world stage and see how the world start responding to you, you'll never look back. You won't let the illusions that are even in social media dwindle, bro. I've done some amazing things. When if I go live right now, I might have 10 to 15 people on it. You know what I mean? But at the same, my
Mm-hmm.
book is in 150 countries though.
Right.
You're like, but if I
Right.
was one of these people who was caught up on the numbers and immediate recognition, or what might get discouraged that only 10 to 15 people are showing up when I go live.
It's about that one person that you affected them.
Absolutely, bro. I was on the live last week and just talking and elevating, and someone's in the chat was like, yo, it's crazy. I was thinking about suicide and I got on here and just fell up in your shit, and now I got what I needed. You gave me hope. Like if it is always just one person, one energy that you sent to connect with. And because I don't go there for the numbers, it's like I make such an impact happen without no mass marketing, no nothing. I just align with what I'm supposed to do. When my spirit within me is like, go live now, I go live now. And and I'm the conduit. I'm just the vehicle that this game, this wisdom, these knowledge, this jewels, whatever you want to call it, is coming through, bro. But it's like somebody had faith somewhere that they was gonna get an answer, and the divine power was like, tell them this, and then I just start talking.
Right.
And
stepping out the way, stepping out the way and sitting shotgun.
Yeah, man, and
it's
like
it's a beautiful thing.
Lives.
We get so caught up in the, and I'm talking we as a society, how many likes we get, how many people view our posts. In all actuality, we're looking at people's highlight reels.
Right.
It took 47 pictures for you to post that one picture on Instagram so it would be flawless so you can get 10 likes. And now we're playing the keeping up with the Joneses and wanting to be like everybody else. I'm good on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't need that. That'll steal my joy.
It's a slippery slope if you're not in control of what really matters. And if you are doing it for any other, either feeding ego or feeding purpose.
That's it.
And I've seen it. And then it happens, you got to recheck yourself at each level. Like we got posts right now that, I think the last time I checked, it had over 500,000 views on it.
Right.
And it was a post from like 2 weeks ago, and that's by far the biggest thing that I've made circulate. Off of the page. So I'm sitting there like that. I almost became obsessed with this post and looking through it, like, because it's people disagreeing with it. Of course, that's what I mean. That's what made it move. And all we was doing was telling people there's other ways to influence their kid other than hitting them, and that set these people off. And 500,000 views later, I'm sitting there looking at this post and like over and over again, and had to check myself the other day, like, you're showing this one so much attention because other people have shown it so much attention.
Right.
This one, you've already done your job with this. Like, you keep looking back, even though it's something big and it's something to, whatever. Ain't got nothing to do with right now, homie. Get to what you're supposed to be focusing on right now.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
You worried about
so
yesterday.
you still worry about yesterday, even if it's a funny yesterday, even if it's a you look what we did yesterday, that was yesterday. We supposed to be doing some stuff right now. My partner Trey Snatch and I was talking yesterday, and he was like, "Man, we thinking about September," and
Right.
that's how me and him talk right now. In April, we thinking on September, and sometimes find ourselves kind of frustrated with the people around us that they too aren't thinking on September. But everybody's not visionaries like us. It's not
Everybody can't go.
Yeah, everybody can't go. Everybody can't be on there. So it's like learning how to still maneuver through these levels, because there's been a lot of elevation. There's been a whole lot of elevation, bro, and it's learning how to be effective and efficient at each level, and then turn around and tell everybody behind me how to do it too.
That's
Like
it.
mountain climbing.
So you have 5 books out.
Yeah, man. 3 of them are elevation. So this was my first one. It's Manifesting You.
Right.
It's Manifesting You, 111 Keys to Unlocking Your Divinity. So this is the book that started it all, bro. Like it changed everything. And the dope thing about it is I wrote this in 2019. Well, I was pretty much writing it for maybe about a year and a half, just kind of like taking notes of my personal development journey.
Right.
And so at the beginning of 2019, I keep hearing my soul keep telling me, you gotta write this book. Like, you need to sit down and write this book. And at the time, I'm like, serial entrepreneur is life. Like I had a construction, a home repair company, home renovations company, a food truck, an event lounge, a meal prep company. I'm like trying to do everything. Single parent and these the 2 kids and take care of my mother. So I'm getting to the bag. I'm building these businesses. I was like, but the whole year, my soul is saying, "Yo, you gotta write this book. You need to write this book." By November, it's screaming at me. You gotta stop what you're doing. You gotta write this book. And in December, I stopped what I was doing. I took most of December off, and I went off into the mountains in Colorado. What's the name of the mountains? The Garden of the Gods is like is a big spot out there, but I'm trying to. Anyway, so I was off in the mountains in Colorado, and like wrote this book in like 2 weeks. Came back, released it in January 2020. February 2020, COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
All of those streams of income that I had named ceased.
Right.
Everything stopped. But what skyrocketed was digital assets and intellectual property and different things like that. So this was like literally like Noah's Ark for me. Like, this shit saved me and my people from, like, we went up. We went up instantly. When everything started to go down, we went up. And a little bit after this book came out, I released a course, a 36 class course.
Okay.
that expands and expounds on the book, the Manifesting You course. And then one day I made a chat group for the people that was taking the course, just to ask me questions, and it instantly turned into a community. And
See
it
that?
and and this shit has been riding ever since, man. And it's just been amazing to see what it do, what it like on a daily basis. So that's the first book, Manifesting You. The second book, it's called Teach Them Young. It's 111 keys to building phenomenal beings, and it's just some powerful game in there that I actually did. I dedicated this book to the daughter of the of homie that guy that died that I was talking about, and how the responsibility that I felt to give them this game, to just give our young people, this game, especially the ones that grew up without that influence,
What are,
So
what are you saying to the young man or girl out there right now that's on the block, repping they set, moving that pack, just trying to provide for themselves? And that's the only way they know how to do it.
if they know how to move a pack, then they know how to run a business. If you know how to sell a product that you can't market, let me show you what you could do with a product that you can actually market and that you could tell everybody about and that you could sell out in the open.
Right.
If you understand how to work through supply and demand, if you understand how to buy in quantity, double down, make that shit flip 8 times by selling it at a different quantity. Let me show you what you can do with a product that you could put in a retailer. Like,
share that.
That's not all you know. What you like, there's an illusion that that's all you know how to do. What you know how to do, you can do with anything. All you got to do is change the product. All you got to do is change the product. And aside from you getting that, we gonna show you how to legally evade the taxes as you do all this shit.
Right.
Let me show you like the way that you can make your money make money for you.
Precisely.
Like, there's nothing about what we're doing out there. Even if we're doing it great, we know that the end is near. Out here in this realm, you could do it great and get the chance to multiply yourself more, so that even when you are going, it keeps going and it keeps going. There's no legacy in that shit out there.
Right. Right. So you got 3 other books.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
Okay. So I wrote two of the books, 2 out of the 5 of books that I've written with 4 other people.
Okay.
So my third one is called Process and Purpose. It's a memoir about Tom G, who's a local legend, a artist and entrepreneur out here in Tampa, Florida. One of my big homies, and so I got a chance to write history. So that's about about his trials and tribulations. It's lessons of an underground legend. And so every young mind that wants to be in the music industry and wants to hear about from someone who's been in it and survived in it and is still building a brand in it, it's definitely a whole lot of game. We took a lot of his life events and made a really good passage of wisdom. And so that's the third book. The fourth book I don't have with me, but it's called The Playbook, and it's about business and entrepreneurship. And I did that with someone that came to me after they seen what I did with Tommy and was like, "Yo, I want to do a book with you."
Right.
And so so got that done. My fifth book is The Greater Existence, and this is really the sequel to the first one. This is really the sequel to Manifesting You, and it's 111 keys to walking in your infinity. Is to take you from lacking limitations to a lack of limitations, and it's a new language. It's a powerful document of ways to live a high frequency life, and manifest the things that you desire. And really just get yourself to your next level. You know, manifesting you to a lot of people is like a Bible. Um, and this is like a new language. This is language arts. This is giving you a new way to speak, new way to understand, new way to use your vibration. Um, and uh, and it's just it's powerful, bro. Like when I'm going, like they gonna make a religion out this shit. Like it's really gonna be us, you know, a way of thinking, a way of understanding, a way of this is how we operate in, you know, in our life, type shit. And and that's what it is, man. That's what we on right now. Just building an awakening of knowledge and understanding connected to the God in you.
I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it, yo. I can't stress enough how good for my soul this has been. Just to reconnect with you. Yeah, before all the podcasts and the talks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just that, hey, he's
yeah,
still out here. He's still all right. He's doing okay.
yeah, for sure. And it was soul food as well. Just when your name popped up, that's why I hit you up. That's why it's so fast.
Yeah,
Like soon as like TJ Spence on Telegram. Word? What's up? What's up, fam?
for sure. For sure. Now, where can the average listener that's not a part of the Manifest You right now, how can they reach you? How can they reach Manifest You? Plug all your links to get it
Yeah,
out there.
for sure. DoYouMU.com is where you go check out Manifest University, my daily calls, my weekly classes, all the events and different things that we go on. DoYouMU.com. You definitely can check out BrianHyppolite.com. You can look for me on all streaming platforms. You're going to find my audio book. You're going to find affirmation audio. You're going to find some music. And you're going to find my new podcast. I just started a podcast last week called the Greater Existence Podcast. So got one episode out every Sunday morning, 7 a.m. releasing a new episode like church service.
Love it.
And we elevating. We just elevating, bro. Just creating a culture, making sure people know that it ain't corny to put in effort and to go out there and get what you want out of life and be who you're supposed to be for yourself, for your people, for your community, for your purpose, for the God in you. You know what I'm saying?
Love it. Yo, before we go, is there any, because I've been asking all the questions. Is there anything you want to ask me before we get out of here?
Yeah, what you been doing on the music? What you been doing with the music, and what's been your drive and your inspiration?
Absolutely nothing on the music.
Okay.
I had to put the pen down for a while and reassess why I was doing it. What is my primary purpose? Am I in love with the attention that the music is bringing me? Or am I in love with the creative process and the soul healing and the soul therapy that music has brought me?
Okay.
And through all that time, I've worked on my mental health. I worked in the recovery aspect side of things and just try to recenter myself, you know. But I write every day. The pen is by no means dusty, you know. It's just
Okay.
about time and place.
Okay. So what's your dream and what's your vision now?
I just want to help. You know, there was a point in my life, almost 13 years ago. I almost died from addiction, and I just want to help people that have suffered from the same fight that I suffered from.
Right.
You know, if I found a new way to live and a better way to live, I think anybody can.
Right.
You know,
I tell people all the time, man, if you could tell me how you've been hurt, I could tell you who you're supposed to heal.
right?
And it's through that experience, through your life experience, through your man experience, the man in you that gets to talk to the God in you, to to do something great with all that energy, man. And so you should definitely be doing something in that area, in that realm. That's whatever it means, whatever it's designed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And I got a group of guys that I work with and that I help, and I got a wonderful group of people that help me. You know, I'm very fortunate. Very fortunate. Very fortunate. Other than that, staying out the way and doing my little show and giving my people their flowers so they can smell them. You know what I mean?
Word. So what? So okay, I was about to say. So then, what's next for you?
I want to travel a little bit. I want to see some things I never saw before. I want to experience a different level of life. It's bigger than punching the clock every day. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah, and I want that. I want that for you. I want you to see that. Cause it's a lot of amazing things out here, man, that just keep expanding our minds.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for bringing me on, bro. Like, and
my God, Jersey, man.
Platform with me.
It's been a pleasure and a blessing to reconnect with you, bro. To reconnect with you.
It's been.
I need to know how.
The moment for life freestyle, bro. Like,
how can I get that though?
What was that? I don't know. I might have to. I got a hard drive or something that shit might be on.
I need that like immediately.
What year was that? That had to be like what?
12? 11 or 12?
11 or 12. Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And there was another one, I can't think of the name of it. Maybe Runaway? I'm not sure.
Runaway. Yeah. That song was hard. That was the one I played the drums on that. That was like the kind of rock, like that rap rock joint.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need that one as well.
Yeah, I was on my Kurt Cobain on that one. Yeah, I was about to say, I was singing and playing drums on that shit and rapping. That was a hard record.
Can I get both of those? Is that possible?
Let me see. Let me find both of those. Let me find both of those. But you know, we're gonna connect off of here. I'm gonna flood you with a bunch of this new shit.
I love it.
This shit bananas. I'm sitting on like a whole bunch of clips and just getting the visuals together and doing stuff. And lately, I've just been duplicating myself in the business realm so I can just jump out and go do and get to all the creative and music and you know, and manifesting some things that just gonna make everything else flow. You know, the podcast is gonna feed the community. Different moves that we got going on is gonna feed the community. We looking at property in Nevada right now, like for a community, like I got a vision for a 56 home community, and we got some shit in motion built. You know that in the next 16 months, I'm gonna start building.
I love it.
You know what I mean? Like some major things happening, and based off these analytics, look like we might be going to Australia pretty soon, bro. Might look like we might need to pull up. I never thought I liked that trip. Australia, but yeah, it looked like I might need to go pull up on there and say what's up.
I ain't mad at it. My God, listen, man, it's been a pleasure. I'm happy that we could do this. One of many.
Absolutely. Let's get it in. You let me know when I come back, man. I'll be here to chop it up with you.
My God, I appreciate you. Until next time, don't leave yet. I'm going to end the show, but I want to chop it up with you for a minute.
For sure.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We out of here. Catch me Tuesday at 1 p.m. My guy LX is coming back on. Peace.